We currently offer web-based prototype generation and provide feeder prompts for ideas, but users can are free to pursue their own concepts. For instance, let's build a coffee order management system and see how we can iterate on it to add more functionality to this management system. So I'll start with a simple prompt as it is suggested. Build me a coffee order management system. Uh, the first prototype generation takes around 10 to 20 seconds, and you'll also see that Iterative provides design and feature suggestions. Like over here, we have a basic coffee order management system ready, and we got our first recommendation, which is to adopt a modern and minimalist design, which makes sense because a coffee order management system is a pretty information dense system. So uh, users can copy over the suggestions into the builder's canvas. For now, I want to iterate on my own, but the purpose for the potential iterations is to help users think through the various pathways they can take to evolve their prototype, both on the design and the interface and how the interface looks side of things, but also some of the new features user can add based on the analysis of the first prompt they provided to the system. So I'm going to iterate on my own, and right now I see that the coffee type is a free-form input field. I want to turn it into a standard set of coffee-based drinks that are available in any coffee shop. So I'm gonna tell system exactly that. So as I have fed it the second prompt, I have already started iterating on a basic coffee order management system. And that's the idea behind Iterative, is to help its users build initial early stage prototypes which are functional and that bring more fidelity and more clarity to abstract concepts. In the product development, in the 0 to 1 stage where there is higher risk and less stakeholder alignment, building functional prototype drive better communication, drive more clarity, and align stakeholders and reduce that early stage risk that is associated with building new features and building new products. As we can see, I iterated on my first prompt, and here, by the way, you can see the design journey and how the prototype is evolving. You can go back to a previous state. You can go move forward, and as you have more prompts, as the this interface and this system starts to evolve within Iterative, all of that will be the entire design journey will be captured here, and a user will be able to go back and forth in time to understand how what feedback they have taken and how they have evolved and matured their prototype. So at this point in time, I have a standard drop down menu, which is, I think, more efficient rather than a free form input for the coffee drink type. Um, and I can create a new order. Cappuccino, I like cappuccino, so I'm going to add my name. And now I have added an order for Munib that Munib is asking for a cappuccino. Another thing I want to implement is the ability to change the status of the order, and especially when the order is served, I want that order to be removed from this system, or at least from this list. because I want this list to be an operational and transactional list for the orders that are currently in progress. So the coffee order, coffee store manager can see who are the customers that are still waiting on their orders. So I'm going to tell system the next iteration. So I asked the system to allow me to change the status of each order and remove the order from the list when its status is changed to served. Okay, interesting. So as we change the order state to served, there we now have a remove order option because once the order is served, there is an option to remove it from the list. So the list is only then comprised of the orders that are current and that are in preparation, and that indicates that the person who has ordered a coffee is still waiting for their beverage. Uh, one of the other things about going from goiterative.com, which is the website, to the tool is that user don't need to be signed in to start creating, and that was the driving principle that we wanted user to get into creating their prototype and start thinking with the system as soon as possible. So in the middle of building the prototype, if user wants to sign up, because you cannot share a prototype if you are not signed in, they don't need to worry about losing their progress. They can start as a guest user, and in the middle, they can either log in or sign up. I'm logging in since I've already signed up, and I'm now logged into the system, but my progress is saved, and I can simply resume from where I have left off when I was a guest user. And now that I have logged in and I have an identity in the system, I can share this prototype with other stakeholders, with the users, with my teammates for more feedback. In order to do that, I'll have to name my prototype. I'll just call it Order Management System for Coffee. And there is an extra step where we ask every user who is deploying their prototype to create a password, and this is to protect their prototypes, because once they are deployed over to the network, they are accessible via a link. And some of the prototype may be proprietary interfaces. So to protect those prototypes, we have made it a requirement that they should set up a password before making their prototype available to other users to come and see. So now I'm going to create a deployment, and the prototype is successfully deployed. I can see all of my deployments under the prototypes tab, and I'm going to open the system that I have just deployed. That was Order Management System for Coffee. And since I'm already logged in, the system is not going to ask me for the password. And this is the interface we are working on. And this is where I can take this URL and share it with the users. Over in the tool, I can look at all of the projects that I'm working on, and I can open each project individually in the tool. Also, we are working on the ability to create templates out of projects. So it provides a head start and an established base for the other team members of a user to come in and start iterating on an ongoing project. Uh, So that's iterative in a nutshell. I'm very excited about what you and users can create with it, and I'm looking forward to the feedback. Thank you very much.